I'm having nightmares tonight.
Welcome to Season 2.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh,
Ladies
no.
and gentlemen, welcome to Season 2.
Legacy SMP Season 2, everybody! It's got new plans, it's got new members, it's got new programs, and it's got new aspiring remixers?
Dang, dude. These legs hurt so bad.
Welcome back to Legacy Weekly, here to recap a brand spanking new season of the Legacy SMP. Our designer is the Mima, our writer is Noteworthy59, and my name is Superside Kian. Season 2 is officially underway after weeks and weeks of hype, and what a start it is. Nicolian, Pop-Tart Katza, Skizzleman, and ZloyXP have arrived on the Legacy scene, bringing their talents and communities along with them.
Really, really cool stuff in there. Hey, Pop-Tart's got the sugar.
The Legacy SMP server has undergone significant changes as well. The districts, including the shopping variety, have all been thrown from a rooftop, and instead of drawing borders based on building style or shopping, the Legates are focusing heavily on storyline and lore this season. Concepts like a communal storage system, viewer-influenced events, and sticking together as a group are what you will see plenty of this season.
But coordinates exist. I just don't remember the coordinates of the, spawn town. This is quite a conundrum. Or it would be, if not for the Legacy SMP website. Check this one out.
If you'd like a full scope of the huge changes being made to the series, head to LegacySMP.com, the new official Legacy SMP website. And with all of that out of the way, here are the events and highlights from the first official week of Season 2 on Legacy. Oh boy, I am excited.
We are now in legs. That is all we are in
this
this
is
world.
yeah.
The rift has ripped us apart.
Let's first take a trip a short while back in time, the last moments of Season 1, where we saw the Legates all gather into Sliced Lime's blast-proof arena for a Wither-packed conclusion to the season. As the Legates fight a losing battle against the 260 Withers they summoned, they combine their powers and open a rift into Season 2. Their mutual theme for the time being is post-apocalyptic, where new sprouts of civilization are being raised from the ashes of Season 1. And there's also a bunch of fending off of persistent pillager patrols.
It's not open for the public yet. Please, I'm in the middle of building it, sirs.
Let's begin with Pearlescent Moon, who, with a new abundance of time set aside for the series, will now be producing video episodes for Legacy.
So this time round, I'm a little bit more available, and I've decided to make video content in this particular season.
She chooses to settle on a small island to the side of the desert, where her
Totally, definitely humble starter base.
rapidly takes shape after a resource-gathering spree. The bundle of sky-piercing towers, reminiscent of Pearl's industrial base from Season 1, is planned to have terraforming and rickety walls laid out across its foundation.
We have Zoy's ship over there. We have Germsy's place over there. We have our neighbor over there.
Soon enough, she gets up to some shenanigans with Python GB, with the latter tossing chickens into her mine.
And it seems like I have a couple of friends. Thank you, Python. I like my friends.
Pearl claiming the chickens as her babies.
Yeah.
They're my friends now.
Um.
You will not kill them. Don't give me that bread. That's dirty bread.
Python being extremely provocative.
You're the one who just got caught.
Nah, you're crazy.
Them's fighting words.
It is very fighting words. You don't got wrecked there, bud.
Oh, really?
No.
And Pearl killing him twice in succession. Maybe it was partially in retaliation for giving her a Legacy Chosen flashback? Who knows?
Where did it go? Creepers always be creeping, I'm telling you.
Revival of poultry-based pranking aside, Python firstly provides an entire video rundown of the new season's mechanics. He then finds a patch of Savannah Peninsula and decides, you know what, let's make it an island. And a desert one at that. After carving out a new river and scattering plant life all around it, he coats the now separated landmass with sand, halfway.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think the phrase is darn it.
To cover the remaining half, he gives out basically all of his stuff to a brand new questing tavern, requesting another inventory's worth of sand.
Yeah, there you go. Legates, if you're watching, you got a mighty quest in here.
This week, he also goes caving after some intense underground battles, and returns to the surface to find Zloy dressed as a wandering trader, and being quite a bit funnier than your average nomadic testificate.
I can't right click on this guy. What the hell? What's he even got? Wood.
Did.
Together with Nashcrafter and Mythical Sausage, Python then leads the way through the Nether to find sand reserves for the entire server. With Python as their cartographer, the three adventures link up 1, 2, 3, and 4 portals to various sandy isles, encountering a bastion and earning some advancements along the way.
Those were the days. Hey, guilty. What?
Nothing.
There it is, Halloween!
This is Halloween. This is Halloween. It's a bit late for that now.
Nash herself has experienced sand issues of her own. Her floating sand chamber collapsed before her second episode even went live. On the positive, it leaves her free to dig out a glass-roofed bunker in its place, and later build a tower on top of that. Her above-ground construction takes a page out of Logic's book of weathered landscapes, and perhaps Pearl's book of pointy spires.
Thought it was just gonna be this tiny little build, this tiny little hole in the ground, but alas, I got carried away. I wanted to follow her example, use a similar color palette to what she was doing, and carry over the design with the lightning rods.
From the start of her time on the server, Nash has been adventuring alongside Mythical Sausage, while getting a noble steed for herself, cladding it in diamond armor, and penning it in a stable. She also puts up the community project board that you've been seeing in everyone's videos.
It'll do the job, I think, for what we need it to do, and in fact, a lot of people have been signing up for things already, which makes me so happy.
Sausage digs out a bunker of his own, titled Vault 42, populated with his dog Bubbles, Mendmort the Mending Villager, and an upside-down snowman. Outside, he hosts a pair of stone-ringed crop farms and a horse he names Horse Meat.
And I think it looks really awesome. It's a little mix of a bunch of stuff that I've done in the past, but something completely fresh and new, and I like it.
In the span of an episode, Sausage constructs a questing tavern, the very one Python visits, complete with a bulletin board on the first floor and a brewing station upstairs. Its purpose is very similar to that of the AGHQ of Season 1, but with shops now out of style, we'll probably be seeing a lot more activity in the questing circle.
So I'm not going to build the whole guild right this instant today. Later on, we're going to go ahead and do something crazy, epic, and amazing.
In an act of peace, Logical Geek Boy comes by and hands him a diamond to settle their kingly rivalry from last season once and for all.
We've had this whole king of the server malarkey, and I think it's time to put that to bed.
I accept your gift. This is so nice. Thank you so much. I don't have anything for you right now.
That's okay, that's okay.
While he may have made peace with his former rival, Sausage is now in an active feud with Germsy Boy in the field of advancements. They nip each other's heels and rub in each other's faces the goals they're completing, and, at the moment of writing, they're still neck to neck at the top 2 spots of the leaderboard.
Ha! Ha ha! Oh, I got another one from that! Ha 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 ha!
When he isn't busy waging war against the mythological hot dog, Germ joins Arcalis and Chimney Swift in carving out a community farming cave. Turns out, he's bound to continue making advancements whether he's trying to or not.
Raw salmon, okay. Oh, slapfish!
Damn, there you go. Hey, toss me there. Toss me a fish.
After this collaboration, Arky fulfills another individual project, the community chanting setup.
We're gonna have to add some few things, because right now it's really not up to par. It's not an Archie build.
Vigo Man.
Dang, dude, these legs hurt so bad.
That's right, that remix of Chim's Legs Hurting was put together by none other than the bearded boy himself. After zipping up a hazmat suit to protect against the world's lingering energy, Vigo constructs a cozy caravan to the tune of his own remix, before heading out on an hour-long mining session.
I'm like this grumpy old bearded guy, which, well, you can't really see it under the hazmat suit, but I do have a pretty big beard under there.
The feature of this remix, Chimney Swift, is given a tour of the server and some free stuff by Arky. Together, they bless a wandering trader, vowing to start fresh from the massacre of last season.
I say we give this milk drinker a pass. What do you say?
Alright, let's give that milk drinker a pass.
May your journeys be fruitful and sell lots of
items to players on the server.
Then partner up with Germ on digging out the Cave of Livestock.
All right, take it away.
All right, Germ, take it away.
All right, Chim, take it away.
Skizzleman has also begun his existence in something of a cave, showing off his humble abode to Logic and getting a wholesome love rose in return.
So, here you go. Just for you. Welcome to the server. That's
Look
from
at
me to
this.
you.
Face your fears and ask your crush out. Oh,
One thing that isn't so lovely, however, is the raid he triggers by accident, despite killing the responsible captain a good distance away from the village.
crack! And drinking. All right.
After helping to slay the Ravagers with a lava bucket, Skiz heads out to find some diamonds and accuse some skeletons of indecent inheritance.
He left me nothing in his will. With bones. Yeah, thanks. And to skills the man, I leave my femur.
Zloyax P, as so aptly put by the Hermitcraft recap,
builds a boat in a desert and starts planning to lure his server mates into their own graves.
But what if it was on wheels? It would get stuck and you couldn't get it out. No. Let me rephrase that. What if it was on tracks?
Seeing how quickly his new server mates have built pretty bases, Zloy lets his building obsession loose and constructs a pirate ship on treads. He finishes it so fast, in fact, that he heads to Germ's area later on and makes him a vertically challenged house.
It will never be not funny to see a grown Minecrafter in a one tall space.
Later on, Zloy voyages far out and brings home a stack of dark oak saplings and a bunch of dark oak logs, the latter of which he uses to pitch the Legates against each other for the sake of building materials.
Take all of this. Oh. Take this, and go kill Python for me.
Oh, he's freaking trying it as well.
Let's go, Python!
Oh my god.
In order to maintain a monopoly on the dark oak supply, he keeps all his saplings and the forest location to himself. Well, not before leaving a giant chunk of logs for the Legates, free of charge.
I just honestly thought it would be funny. So let us alert the masses, I suppose.
On top of everything else, he discovers a fossil back in the starter ravine.
There's a fossil in the starter ravine and only now I found it. Wow!
Then decides to put some other once-living things in the ground. His season-long goal is to, in various methods of mechanization and trickery, get the Legates to bury themselves under gravestones.
Everybody on Legacy Season 1 deserves a really nice place of rest. Rabbit? And yeah, you're locked in and in your inventory now.
His first target in this effort, Logical Geek Boy, after he finds a golden hoe enchanted with mending and marks its hiding spot on a treasure map.
For your efforts, a gift. Totally not something a creepy person will say, right?
Logic claims a villager house for himself to settle down in before immediately heading out and starting a separate project, a villager breeder. He shows Pop-Tart Catsy the skeleton of the baby-making chamber before encasing it in a windswept, abandoned-looking shack.
The idea here is that it's supposed to look like it's a bit run down, it's a bit sort of left on its own.
Pop-Tart Catsy, after meeting with Logic, sets her sights on climbing the advancement ranks, particularly completing one of the more permanent advancements, killing 250 monsters.
What better way to bring in the season than to go get some advancements?
Poppy then gets to slaying mobs left, right, and center.
Okay, about to die.
Brushing up on her bow skills at Avo's archery range.
Well, everyone, I have come to the conclusion that this bullseye game is rigged.
And wrapping up with a heartfelt face-to-face message with the audience.
Everyone was super nice, super welcoming, so I just wanted to say I really appreciate that. It's an awesome community to be a part of. The whole team is amazing. Such talented folks, so I can't wait for more adventures with them.
Avomance decides to take a random stuff approach to the advancement completion, something that a dungeon in the mines seems to oppose.
I'm probably gonna die. Yes, I'm gonna die. I knew that was gonna happen.
He takes the chore of lighting up the community nether portal, and after some piglin bartering and extremely weird link-ups...
That's weird! I've come out literally on the opposite side of the mountain. How did that happen?
Avo spiffs up the indentation in the mountain for all the server to behold.
That looks like it's a decent start. It's a darn sight better than it was before, that's for sure.
And lastly, there's Sliced Lime, who, after searching through a snow village some distance away from town, sets up a desert temple and converts it entirely into blackstone and shroomlights.
Polished blackstone could replace this, and I think it would look pretty decent, and we could even use the other things here.
After 3 separate trips into the Nether, and the suffocation of a pillager captain, the Dark Pyramid is fully recoated in blackstone bricks.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the exterior is done. We have a fair bit of work left to do here.
Maybe he just couldn't get enough of creepy religious altars after what he went through with Chosen. And that's going to do it for this recap. Our designer is the Mima, our writer is Noteworthy59, and my name is Superside Kian. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Stick around for the rest of the season because we'll be here. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you all next week.